So guys, for some reason, YouTube tab problem. I have no idea. I don't know why. I don't know why. So, fais-moi connaître dans le chat là si nous t'endim, si nous web. Et... Fais-moi connaître si nous web, si nous t'endim. So, I was still live on Twitch and Facebook. But I lost the YouTube connection. I was still live on Twitch. Facebook kept the connection too. But YouTube was lagging behind and I didn't know why. I don't know why. So basically we should be good now. We should be good now on all of them. All of them. Pas live sur YouTube, no. Pas live sur YouTube, no. Yeah, YouTube là t'es campé. YouTube là t'es campé. Peter, par contre pour qui ça? Première fois ça arrive. Tout l'autre upstream, YouTube là campé. So, we had a nice session. Okay, we can't complain. The market did exactly what we wanted to see, but like I said, it's FOMC day, so basically it's gonna take some time. Okay, so this morning during the market breakdown, I don't know if you participated in the market breakdown. You can still watch it. It's on my channel. It's on the channel right now. You can watch it, and it's for paid members only. All right, it's for paid members only. Max Valentin, first green day. That's good. Okay. Casually took his first trades. All right. After learning the concepts for, let's say, 1 month and a half, almost 2 months. So he took his first trades. And I like to see the type of messages, you know, and people that have been patient and now it's time to execute. It's good. All right. This morning we talked about these targets on ES. We talked about this target on NQ. So basically what I said, we said that in the context we were presque parler de concept sur channel là. That's crazy. But nah. Okay. In the context we were in today, we wanted to see a sell-off and attack this liquidity. So we are not done yet, but as you can see, the market has already manipulated the 20 levels. We said that during when the market is at all-time high, the best thing to do is to wait for price to manipulate whole numbers and wait for higher time frame concept and stop trying to catch the high of the day or the low of the day in 1 minute. Okay, so basically in M15 we can see we had this big up movement, and then the next candle eventually react from the 26,320 level, which was a quarter level. I don't know if Mowgli is here or anybody is here. I mean, I don't know if Mowgli is here or who else. Anybody would try to short it last Monday. That was on Monday. Yeah, that was on Monday. Yes. So I don't know if you pay attention to how price just react from the 320 level. Okay, because if you're waiting for price to manipulate whole numbers, you can't. So market la baka break li avec conviction, and then pour still considérer voilà, you manipulate high là. C'est pas comme si on imbalance. All right, it's not like an imbalance where you have you have a range of space. Okay, it's one line. They are either manipulated or not, or break it. Okay, now sometimes you're gonna have a small break, but the next candle will react immediately. That's what you call manipulation. Manipulation happens very fast. Okay, manipulation happens very fast, and sometimes I want to tell you, when you take a trade and when you watching the market and you see a manipulation that is slow, you can either like close the trade, or don't take the trade. But I don't want you to close trades, because if I give you the freedom to close trades, you're gonna mess up a lot of good trades. Okay, we're not gonna it's not easy, guys. It's not easy for me as a coach, man. As a coach and student at the same time, because gen de sey de bagay kom si mte ka di nou, men nou pal telman itilize lo bien, nou pal telman kom si pren, oh, coach a di sa, bon just fè sa. Nou pal itilize l malman, ki pal mette nou de sey de problem ki mwen mwen pral degaje m fixe anko. Ki fè ki gen kek bagay map di, gen kek bagay men map pale, napre ki me hésite. Okay? Manipulation happens very fast. Okay? Manipulation happens very fast. And then, kote wap tan manipulasyon, fok li reage. Alright? That's a manipulation. We have the London high right here. Okay? But the main focus was the whole numbers. Why? Because we don't have imbalance. We don't have imbalances. We don't have other things to consider as evidence to wait for potential manipulation. So if we don't have any other concepts, what we're gonna use? We're gonna use whole numbers. So that's exactly why we can see our price react at the 320 level. But same thing on ES. Okay, ES, we talked about that. We had this target right here. Okay, we had this target right here, which is the 6,924.50. And again, the market react at a quarter level, but that reaction is different than NQ. What happened on NQ? We did not break it. Okay, on ES we did break the whole numbers, but you can see the next candle just react and come back right away. Not after like a few candles, right away. The market just. That's how you manipulate people. Okay, that's how you manipulate people, and that's what we talked about in today's breakdown. And once you understand manipulation in the market, you understand everything. Okay, because whenever the market is going to a direction, the first thing the market will do is manipulate people. All right, manipulate people and take some liquidity. Sometimes they not even manipulate people. Sometimes it's just that's how price works, just naturally. Okay, just naturally. All right. So we had this on. Okay, that's a screenshot from today's market breakdown. Okay, that's the screenshot I sent to you from today's market breakdown. And I told you I wanted to attack this low. We are on our way. All right. We talked about two potential scenarios. The market might consider this manipulation and say, you know what? I don't want to do another manipulation. Let's just keep going lower. Or the market might do another manipulation at the 320 level or 350 level or 380 level. Well, I drew the line at 320 level and we have the manipulation exactly at the 320 level, but it's not something to brag about. It's just the market doing its thing. Okay, so that's a manipulation to go where? To attack this liquidity. And that's basically what happened today. And I'm proud of you guys because you took the trade. You took the trade, and I didn't have to say a word. After the market breakdown, I didn't have to say a word. You took your trade by yourself on your own, and that's the main goal. That's the objective. That's the objective. All right. So now the only thing we have to do is to wait to see how price will go to this liquidity. So now, how somebody could have taken this trade? So anybody could take a trade based on this candle, but the stop loss will be very large. Okay, somebody might say that's the big candle, that's the last up that's the last up candle that helps the market to move to the upside to manipulate the 320 level. Okay, so as soon as we break it, where did we break it? We break it right here. Okay, we break it right there. Okay, as soon as we break it, you can just wait for price to come back to it and then to go lower. This is what we call the IC candle. People asking me what is IC candle, but I've been talking about IC candle since 2021. It's on my channel. Okay, we used to talk about the trinity, like the three concepts: the IC candle, the imbalance, and the mitigation. Okay, or if somebody wanted to take the trade on the M5, it's basically the same story. Before we had the break on M15, we had it on the M5. Okay, avant de gen break la nan M15, nou gen avant que nou te gen break la nan M15, nou te gen IC candle sa nan M5. So it's basically the last up candle nan manipulation nan, and then ou ka considere yon ou deux nan. Si par exemple bougie ou pas trop gros, et les bougies gros comme ça, I'm just considering dernier. Okay, so the last two candles, okay, automatiquement market lan react. You don't need a break of structure, but break of structure a fait juste là. So that's là où finalement dit que market lan bearish. That's the mistake you've been doing for years. Okay, waiting for break of structure on indices. You're not gonna have you're gonna have it sometimes, but after manipulation, the indices will go very fast. Well, today they're not even fast. Today is because of the FOMC, and you know the market will like be a little bit choppy before the federal funds rate, and then yeah. So basically, on monte qui doit prendre position sur qui ça, sur IC candle. Maintenant, qui côté encore on monte qui prend position. Okay, so yon IC candle ka créé pour le market là pour prendre liquidité, en même temps ton IC candle ka créé les market là fin prendre liquidité. OK, ça m'a oublié dire. OK, et asset qui fait ça en pile, c'est YM. OK, YM a gen IC candle, la vini là-dedans, et puis na IC candle on va créer l'autre IC candle. Yom quoi et comment elle s'appelle déjà? Angie demande qui j'en pour trade dans lower time frame. Ou ka utiliser même concept là, car je l'ai posé question ça tout. Ou ka utiliser même concept là pour trade dans lower time frame. C'est-à-dire que vous doit go imbalance dans M5 et puis qu'on y a market là vini là-dedans et pour drop dans M1 pour être en imbalance dans M1 qu'on y a. Bah tu comprends. For example, vous gagne IC candle ça dans M5. Ou ka faire la n'importe qui concept, OK? Ou gen IC candle ça dans M5, and then automatiquement que nous carré là, market là retourner là-dedans, vient accumuler encore, elles font l'autre prise liquidité, and then drop. So big drop mouvement ça. Okay. It's basically the same thing you have on M5, the same thing you have on M15, the same thing you have on the same thing you have on M1, alright? So là, dans le concept M5 là, ou censé gagner imbalance ça qui censé là, ou censé gagner imbalance ça qui censé là. Okay. So that's an imbalance on M1, that's an imbalance on M1, et n'importe quel imbalance ça nous ka utiliser pour nous prendre position. Okay. Sauf que dans imbalance ça, nous ka que market là taper imbalance là. Okay. And then right after that, créer un IC candle. Kounya, ou gen doit peut-être pas vle prendre position sur IC candle dans M1, etc. Bah ça, ou était un next candle qui ou était un next candle qui montre réaction et vous pesez bouton celle là-dedans. OK? Mais ça te gen doit arriver tout que tu gen fait stop loss là, ou break even là, et gen ça dans lower time frame dans tout. Ou tu gen doit déjà pour un entry là, et par rapport avec mouvement ça qui là, et puis vous vient gen un stop loss qui fait là, et puis après bon l'autre entry qui fait là. So ça c'est barré pour nous expect dans les nous n'a trade dans lower time frame, les nous chercher, les nous filtering on higher time frame, les nous filtering on higher time frame en lower time frame. Okay. Ça c'était juste une parenthèse pour me répondre une question NGT posée hier. Okay. So basically we had the market came back to the IC candle. I'm not a fan of that. Okay. When the market react when the market is going to the IC candle and close above the open, all right? When I see open, I'm talking about the open of the candle, of the IC candle, right? I don't like when price like close inside of it, you know. I don't like that, but the market doesn't care about what I like. So we have a reaction real quick, and now we kept going lower. We kept going lower and lower. Okay. So I don't see any other type of entry, potentially a mitigation. Okay. A mitigation is different than an IC candle. All right. Even though you're gonna have them a lot of times, we're gonna have them together, but not every time. Right here, somebody could consider this as mitigation. Okay. So now this mitigation did not created. I mean, the market has not created this mitigation during the manipulation. So it's not in this move. It's after the manipulation, we react, move to the upside, then as soon as we break right here, okay, that's a mitigation, okay, and the market came back to it and dropped to the downside. We didn't have inversion, which is my favorite one, so it is what it is. All right, that's what I teach you all of them, because you gotta be more flexible, okay. And yeah, that was it on NQ. ES, I like ES better, to be honest. Okay, I was watching ES for the entire time. For the entire morning, I was watching ES. Well, I was watching all of them, but my attention was on ES basically. Same thing. We had this IC, this institutional candle. Okay, that's what IC mean. Institutional candle. Okay, that's how I learned it. I don't really know. That's how my coach John Fibonacci, Zachary Hogan, Jordan Morgan, the entire Trade House team, that's how they taught me, like, it's the IC candle. Well, basically we had a manipulation. As you can see, we created the IC candle. The market did not react to the IC candle but stop inside of this imbalance. That's something that's gonna happen sometimes. When you have different concept overlapping, the market will react. Not overlapping, when they're close, the market might say, okay, I'm just gonna react to this imbalance, to this mitigation, I'm not going further, etc., etc. So that was the IC. The market did not reach the IC, and then we have this imbalance. Okay, mpaga de stream non pour me connaître tout bagarre, ok. Et Spicer dit TPI, Junior il était entré sur une valeur de M3, pas checker time frame ça. Only one I'm gonna dire. With the 5-minute IC candle confirm it is safe to trust the 1-minute IC candle confirms. I just talked about it, Jeff. Well, yes. If you already have it on M5, you can literally like use it on M1, but the main thing, the most important thing will be your stop loss placement. And we had discussion about that, and it's very important where we're going to put your stop. Okay, so we didn't have any, the market did not react to the IC candle. We dropped down, we react to this imbalance, but guess what? Sorry for this line. I wanted to draw a mitigation at this time, but I just drew this line. Okay, that's a mitigation actually. Why it is a mitigation? Why this is a mitigation? Because in this movement we have right here, the market was moving to the upside. That's where I can say they start the fake up movement. That's where it started. So basically, it's like we have some order that's being added here to go to the upside, but just to manipulate you. Not, they don't want to go to the upside. They don't want to. They know that, but they said, okay, let me try to show them we want to go to the upside, and then we're gonna reverse. So when the market break down right here, that's where the mitigation is set. Okay, when we drop down right here at the close of this candle, because that's what you can see, our price could then break this low. All right, people are gonna call it support, right? Whatever. So the market just dropped, and then we had these two candles that initiate the up move. You can consider one candle, you can consider two candles, like that. The up move that was moving to the upside to the manipulation, they took liquidity. We have the IC candle, we have the inversion, you have the imbalance, and then we react from this imbalance, they drop. So that was a mitigation. So that was a mitigation, and then it was overlapping with a gap that's close. We had an overlap. Okay, when you have two concepts that are overlapping or they are close to each other, it's giving good sign. All right. So now what's next? People in my community, they already made, they got their TP. That's what is important to me. If you have your TP, and that's it. Okay. When I'm checking my computer, checking my phone, and I see my students making TP, and I'm like, okay, I'm done for the day. That's the goal. That's definitely the goal every single day. Make my students, I'm not gonna say happy, but help them. So now, YM, I had a completely different story on YM. Different story. Anybody who watched the market breakdown, who participated in the market breakdown this morning, you knew exactly what I wanted to see on YM. Well, you might say, bro, they are positively correlated, so why you want YM to go to the upside? And that's what I've been trying to explain to you. It's like the reason why for a long period of time you didn't want to the reason why for a long period of time nobody wanted to trade YM, okay, it's because most of the time we are forcing YM to trade like the other two. Okay, that's a mistake. Okay, that's where you fail. That's the cliche was there. That was the cliche. Okay, that was the problem. When we analyze NQ, we analyze ES, and we say, all right, I'm bearish on the NQ, I'm bearish on ES, and you're gonna say, well, I want to buy, if I'm bearish on NQ, I'm bearish on ES, I want YM to be bearish too, even though YM doesn't give bearish informations. And that was the problem. So I was bearish on NQ, I was bearish on ES, I wanted to short both of them. But when I analyze YM, I'm like, guys, I don't see any sign of bearishness on the YM. I see YM keeps going higher. And guess what happened? We had the short on NQ, we had the short on ES, and YM moved to the upside. YM moved to the upside. Probably, maybe, well, the opposite we might have the opposite. Trading YM, okay, take a long position on YM, maybe because we had a target, we had everything, and then the other two might drop to the downside, okay, because we know they are positively correlated. We know at some point they're gonna be together. but we don't know when. So what is important in the market is the now. What the market tells now, what the market says now. That's the most important thing. Okay. So we are not forcing YM to be bearish because NQ or ES is bearish. Okay. And DBC so a fait, ou toujours dit YM trash. Ou toujours ouais YM pas un asset pour trade du tout. All right. So now what's next? Like I said, my entire team got TP, so I don't care what's next. I don't care about next. But yeah, n'a regardé pour nous est-ce que 69,24.50 là, il y a prendre peut-être avant FOMC, peut-être avant FOMC. Bro, is the YouTube membership is it like the Twitch one? What you talking about? I don't have any Twitch. Let me check something. I don't know, bro. I don't know what you refer to, what you are referring to. Do we have a membership on Twitch? I have no idea. I don't think we have membership on Twitch yet. Okay. But that will happen. So yeah, what's next? I don't know. In 2 hours, we're gonna have the FOMC meeting. Okay, the meeting minutes, 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Federal funds rate, FOMC statement, FOMC press conference. Okay, 2:30, and we still got this downside target. Okay, so nous avons fait TP, depuis nous fait TP, on n'est pas intéressé encore. Depuis nous fait TP, nous fait TP, ou même si c'est nous fait TP seulement. That's it. Mais quand même, nous te expect un petit retracement. Why? Because si vraiment, and j'aime dire, still pas qu'on gagne toute réponse yo. Parce que j'ai quelques questions à poser toujours concernant Federal Funds Rate là. Est-ce qu'on a besoin de cut again? T'as préféré Titan. I would rather wait to see if we're gonna have a cut or an increase, even though the odds are more favorable to a cut. What y'all think? What you guys think? I mean, I know my community is not that fundamental, you know. There's nothing bad with that. Nothing bad. We make money. We had Tippy. But quand même, si on peut aller to the upside, si on peut faire si on bien tout d'intérêt, parce que mouvement ça va provoquer le marché à continuer à créer all time high. Bon, m'a dit ça depuis quelques semaines. Donc quand même je dis bon, ça a un retracement. Mais c'est parce que ça me base pour me trade. And again, je dis nous ça déjà. Ba bazim sou sa pou m trade. Just fè sa m kon fè men. Vin nan marché a, e pi di nou wala, map ten prise likidite nan 320 level, map ten sa, fè sa, map ten sa, fè sa, map ten YM ale to the upside. Par rapport avec price action, because I trust price action more than anything else. So yeah. Quantum Curious says, I think it'll be a cut but by not more than 25 to 50. I agree. I totally agree with you. So yeah. Gonna have a consolidation until 2 p.m. One can do something like this, a madness. I don't expect that. I don't expect that. But it can happen. Okay. So let me check real quick. What happened this morning? TP. Casual fait TP. Woodley te mette la break even. Giovanni 26 178. Il va faire TP Giovanni. Oh, nah. But monsieur is certain que là, ou get un coincel. Or like take some Porsche. Or I don't know your plane. Bien aimé 26 052. Okay. Why? Why your target is why your target is there, bro? Well, you new to the mentorship, but that's very far away. That's very far away. And yeah, so not bad. Not bad. Yeah. Now with issue. Okay. Now with issue. I don't know if you guys have questions. So I'm gonna end the stream. Like I said, I'm going to stream every single day. Tomorrow is Thursday. I might do one stream at 1 p.m. The stream I usually do with SMS community. All right. Quantum, for the YouTube membership, you're gonna have 3 market breakdowns, just like this morning. All right. So this picture I show you came from today's market breakdown. Okay. The sell scenario, the buy scenario, they came from the today's market breakdown. You're gonna have 2 market breakdown, and then you're gonna have 2 market review. You were supposed to have your market review yesterday, and then it's a previous day low, but so far what you mean it's a previous day low? 26 050. Bro, my previous daily low lah. Anyways, um, you're gonna have 2 market breakdown, 2 market reviews, and yeah, every single week. That's 20 content for just $10. No one has ever said they regret paying that $10. No one. The accuracy, au contraire, people ask me to put it higher. They say, bro, that's fire. That's almost for free. That's almost for free. You can rewatch all of the market breakdown, watch all of the market breakdowns, and then take a look at your screen and see what happened that day or that week. And you're gonna realize that I'm doing something like almost for free that I could have asked a fortune for it. Well, so see you guys. See you guys tomorrow. Potentially at 1 p.m. Probably at 1 p.m. with the SMS community. I will do one stream. And then yep. It was a pleasure to be here with you on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube at the same time. See you.